Hello, my name is Manisha Upreti. My student ID is PVS3009, and I'll be presenting on issues in cash flow statement today. We'll start from the introduction. Cash flow statement and the income statement are two major components of financial statement, which indicates the profitability of business operation. The income statement record all cash and non-cash transactions incurred during the financial period, while the cash flow statement only record the cash transaction incurred in the financial period. Here we examine the relative information in these statement and its the usefulness for the investors. Similarly, we also explore the cash flow trends in cash flow statement of BHP Limited, Santos Limited, and Fantastic Limited of 2019, 18, and 2017. Likewise, we also discuss different aspects of cash flow statement of the selected companies. Lastly, we will evaluate the financial strength of each company and make decision on the very best company in terms of lending purpose. Firstly, relative information content of income statement and statement of cash flows. In income statement, the expenses and revenues incurred during the financial period of the company are recorded in the income statement, which indicates the profitability of the company. The income statement evaluates the gross profit, net profit taxation amount, and net proof tax after of the company. Hence, it evaluates the capability of the company to generate the profit from its business operation. On the other hand, the cash flow statement record only the cash transaction during the period and measures the cash and cash equivalent movements in the company. The cash flow statement is divided three sections under which it values the cash inflow and outflows of the company. Usefulness of income statement and statement of cash flow comes under number two, evaluate the profitability of the company, as the income statement indicates the capability of the company to generate income from the business operations. Examine the sources and uses of cash in the company, indicates the financial position and performance of the company. Evaluate cash holdings of the company, facilitates in decision making on investment lending, CSR 2020. Sources and uses of cash. The BHP Limited collection from customers, dividend received, and the uses are interest and tax purpose. Santos Limited collection from customers, interest and dividends received, and uses are payment of royalty, exercise duty, payments to suppliers. And Fantastic Limited collection from customers, interest and investment income received, share issues, and the uses are payment to support, payment to suppliers and employees, cost for the share insurance, purchase of property, plant, and equipment. Cash flow operations trend, we have got from 2017, 18, 19, and the remarks, they're all in the assignment. Cash flow from operations and net profit after tax of BHP Limited. There's difference in the figures of net profit after tax and cash flow from operation, even though both represents the profits earned by the company from business operation, because during the calculation of net profit after tax flow from operation, the non-cash expenditure are added back in the profit, as it is not required any cash flows. As a result, there lies a difference between the net profit and cash flows. Capital expenditure and cash from operation of each firm. BHP Limited capital expenditure in 2017 was $4.46663 million. Santos was US 1248 million, and in 2019 BHP Limited remarked from 7,123 million, and Santos Limited US dollar 2,046 million. Fantastic Limited did not pay any dividend in all 3 years, and the cash from operations covers the dividend payment made by BHP Limited and Santos Limited. Investment of excess cash from operations. The excess cash from operations are invested in BHP Limited, are purchases of property, plant and equipment, equity investment and funding, and other investment BHP in 2019, 18 and 17. In Santos Limited, exploration assets, oil and gas, and acquisitions of the subsidiaries in 2019, 18 and 17. In Fantastic Limited, no excess cash as operative activities resulted in negative cash flows. Sources and uses of cash other than cash and other equivalents. BHP Limited has considered changes in current assets and current liabilities other than cash and cash equivalents in the cash flow statement. Sources included decreases in trade and other receivables, increase in trade and other payable, decrease in inventories. Use include increase in trade and other receivables, decrease in trade and other payable, increase in inventories. Items influencing cash flows. BHP Limited share buyback, proceeds from cash management related instruments, investment in the property, plant and equipment, proceeds from dividends onshore. BHP Limited 2019, 18 and 17. Santos Limited were the same. Trend of capital expenditure as shown in the assignment. They're all reflecting all what I'm presenting today. Net borrowings from BHP Limited, there is decreasing trend as the proceeds from liabilities were US dollar 1,577 million in 2017, and 2019 was US dollar 2,250 million. Repayment in 2017 were US 7,114 million dollars, and in 2019 it was US 2,066.04 million in 2019, 18 and 70 by BHP. For Santos Limited, it fluctuated in 2070 by borrowing US 783 million. For Fantastic, there was decreasing trend as the proceeds from borrowing from 2017, 18 and 19 amounts to be US 3.6 million. Net working capital of BHP Limited for 2018 had increased more than twice than that of 2017. However, the working capital position of the company decreased in 2019 for BHP Limited. Evaluation of financial strength. BHP Limited, the evidence from cash analysis clearly indicates that the financial position of the company is strong, as the company has generated sufficient cash from operations to fund its capital expenditures. Similarly, business turnover volume is also very high. Likewise, the upward sloping trend of net working capital signifies an effective day-to-day business operation for BHP 2019, 18 and 17. Santos Limited, the company is able to generate sufficient cash from the operating activities and has properly inversed the cash fin acquisition of subsidiaries and other capital assets. In Fantastic Limited, there is no maximum cash out in the activities of the company. There is negative cash flow in all 3 years, which indicates weak financial position. Selection of company for lending purpose. Investment is made where the profit of in return is ensured. Hence, the investor prefers profitable business for investment. Here, the evidence from cash flow analysis clearly indicates that BHP Limited has higher profitability among all 3 companies in all 3 years. Fantastic Limited has negative cash flow, which indicates poor financial performance. Additionally, there is huge loan and the company has not paid any dividends. Santos Limited has better performance as it has paid its regular interest, loan and dividends. However, in comparison with BHP Limited, it's not satisfactory. Hence, BHP Limited is best for lending purpose as it has highest turnovers and cash flow. Furthermore, the company has sufficient cash to cover its capital expenditures and other business projects. So I would like to end my presentation here by asking if anybody else has any question for me. I'll take the questions now. Thank you.